Well, hello there, and welcome to my Draw With Me question and answer video. I asked some of you guys some questions through Instagram about, what questions you guys had for me, and I was going to answer them in this video. Before we get started, please remember, if you can, pretty please, like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. Alrighty, let's get started. And I just want to take a moment to give a disclaimer. I have started Invisalign, and if some of you are not familiar with Invisalign, it's basically like braces, but in like clear tray format. So some of my words are a little slurred, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm really trying my best to talk with these things in. So yeah, I just want to let you know if it sounds a little weird or funny. I promise you I can speak English fine. It's just been a little bit of a struggle. Okay, this is my 4th week of wearing these trays, and it's still a hot mess. All right, I just want to let you know that. First question up: what made you want to start YouTube? Okay, so I'm really excited about answering this one. I really like YouTube because it's an accessible platform for anyone, and it's not any cost for you to watch the videos. And at this moment, I don't want to make any tutorials just yet and go through Patreon because I'm still learning some new things and kind of changing my art style, improving my art skills through some classes and different things. So I just thought YouTube was like the first place to jumpstart my career in becoming a full-time artist. Next question: what got you into art? Okay, so when I was a little girl, I wanted to draw because of the cartoons on TV. My mom would always bring home like quote unquote how to draw books, and my grandmother would even get me like DVDs and books about drawing. In my family, once everyone knows that you like something, they will forever get you stuff in that niche, even if you grow out of it. Like, I'm still getting stuff regarding owls. But it's not so bad, especially when it comes to art. As years went on, I kept taking classes in middle school and high school. It's just that determination that I was going to take all the classes that the school offered regarding anything that had to do with art. I met amazing people, I learned cool things in all types of mediums, but when I left school, that hobby faded away. And art wasn't my passion because I didn't have like a structure or a passion. It was just, how do I want to say it? It was just for fun. Until probably like 2017 or so. That's when I kind of got into Pinterest, and I started to see all this digital art pop up on my feed, and it was so amazing. It opened my mind to all these possibilities that an average person can make fundamental art and these awesome worlds that you see in manga or video games. And the two artists that drew me in were, I hope I pronounced her name right, Leah, it's Lia Lopez, and Punzi. Oh my goodness. And after that, I just started to have that structure again, and starting to have that passion that I wanted to learn the way of the digital art. And digital art wasn't taught at the time when I was in school, so I just was into traditional painting, not chromatics, let's say this again, the clay thing, chromatics, no, I can't even think of the word. I even typed it out and I think I spelled it wrong. It's fine. Darkroom photography, and I was really thankful that I took those different type of things, but I knew digital art is where I wanted to go. Okay, next question. What inspired you to want to become a full-time artist? It was November 2018 when I finally got around to testing the waters of drawing digitally. I made an Instagram for my art, for more art inspirations, and I stumbled across the one and only Sarah Faber art account. And I immediately had to sign up for a Patreon, and I started taking her classes through there, learning different things about how to draw. And at the time, I was using the Procreate Pocket app, so I was drawing on my phone, and my phone had a cracked screen on it. It was just great. And then I was using my finger for probably that whole month until my awesome, amazing husband surprised me with the iPad Pro 11-inch tablet. And he said to me, he's like, you can make this into a business, right? I was so unsure about it, and I laughed because I didn't know what career I can do. And, I'm still trying to learn the way of digital art. And then about a few months later, Sarah Faber, maybe a year later, I'm not for sure. Anyway, she had a video that came out on YouTube about how she became a full-time artist, and that was a game changer. I knew from that point on I was going to work on my skills and become a full-time artist. I'm super close to my dream, and YouTube is the platform that I want to use to become a full-time artist. And at this time, I just want my experiences and advice and tips to be free and accessible to all. So, what are my goals for the upcoming year 2021? I'm super excited to answer this question because now being the first week of January, I kind of have it figured out what I want to do. Of course, my first big goal is to become a YouTube artist, a full-time YouTube artist at that. Secondly, I'm finally tackling this goal is to I said finally again, it's fine. Okay, we're going to chop that out. Okay, number 2, my second goal for the year is to dive into drawing environments and background work and placing my characters in those backgrounds and in those environments to tell stories. I signed up for some classes through Class 101, which a lot of you who follow me on Instagram and Twitter know that I'm always talking about Class 101. And there's these 3 classes that came out this year. One that's already out, another one coming out in a few weeks, and another one coming out in February. That tackles all my goals of designing characters with movement and action, and how to paint portraits, in which I can transfer over into painting, my characters anyway. And then lastly, doing an environment class. It's super excited, and so the class is by JV, aka Java_draw. And when I saw her class came out, I was super excited because I've always admired her art for such a long time. And I hurried up and signed up for it too. So I got the early bird access, and I'm really looking forward to that because I feel like I'm tackling my goals right off the gate. So I'm super excited about what the year is going to come from this. Next question. Do you prefer digital or traditional art, and why? Now, if you guys, if I would have answered this question about a week ago, hands down, I would have said digital in a heartbeat because it's just so much easier, and I get it, and it's just easy. Honestly, for me, it's just the cheating of making something look perfect is a lot easier. But starting my journey with character design and really diving into the fundamentals of anatomy, I purchased a sketchbook, and I've been really vibing with a sketchbook, and I kind of feel like I'm loving traditional art as much as I love digital, because with the traditional way, One, you don't have to be in front of a computer screen or some type of blue light screen. Two, it's kind of like you kind of get to just make mistakes, and it's okay because it's your sketchbook and it's not like your portfolio. So I just like them both evenly, but honestly I would have said digital art because like I can like use that liquify tool and push some things around and make things just look good. Alrighty, now time for some personal questions. Where did you study in college? Actually, I never went to college, though I did take some AP classes in high school, but honestly, at the time, college didn't have anything. Like, I was 17 when I graduated, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life in the sense of like career path-wise, and I just didn't want to go to college because I didn't know what I wanted to study, so I didn't. And now I figured it out, and I still didn't go to college, but I'm taking some like classes and stuff. I feel like you're never going to stop learning. That's one thing, but to finally like be able to like only spend $100 on a drawing class versus spending like a whole bunch of money on college kind of worked out better for me in that sense. What's your hobby in addition to drawing? I would have to say one, for sure, working out, exercising. I did a little bit towards December, take a little bit time off with that, but I really do enjoy working out, especially with my hubby. Some other things I really like to do, it's been really kind of difficult since I'm basically working 2 jobs, but once I kind of become a full-time artist, I'll finally be able to do this a little bit more. But when we had lockdown back in March and April, I bought some arts and crafts stuff like some clay and, you know, this really awesome like dollhouse type of model. I know a lot of you probably seen the greenhouse version of that. I got the kitchen version because, of course, the greenhouse one was sold out. So I really want to get into hands-on arts and crafts. And then lastly, this upcoming summer, I want to get into rollerblading. I'm super excited about trying that out in our neighborhood. I have some like skate in my Amazon wish list I eventually want to get. So I have some hobbies that I really want to try and do. I just haven't had time just with the schedule I have and working 2 jobs, trying to balance my work, my life, and YouTube all at the same time. So next question. How did you meet your husband? Alrighty, so it was at a movie theme graduation party, and at the time, our best friends were dating, and it's so funny, or they were interested in each other, whatever you want to call it, and it's so funny because they're complete opposite people now. It was kind of back in 2013, that's when we met, 2013, and we just clicked. We were really good friends. Just for longest. He was always an honest, genuine person. He gave me really good advice, and that's kind of what drew me to him. Till July 2016, when we started officially dating, and then May 19th, 2017, that's when we got married. But the story behind it was a Friday night and it was raining outside and we went to the courthouse and got married. Not eloped, but like our family was there and stuff, but got married on a Friday. I think that sounds cooler than our actually wedding date because it doesn't have like no pizzazz to it, like getting married on like May the 4th or something like that, or, you know, something, you know, going along with like the theme of the year or something like that. So, and we've been together ever since. What's your dream job and where do you see yourself in 10 years in terms of art? Of course, my dream job is become a full-time artist, which I feel like I'm gonna get there in a few months. Just gotta keep pushing through. And then about 10 years, I'll kind of be in my 30s. So hopefully I kind of like retire then, like slow down and like production wise. And I can just really just make art for fun, but like not having to like make videos and stuff like that. Like I would love to make like a typical art tutorial book, if that's still a thing, you know, in a decade from now or not. But yeah, hopefully by then, because, you know, we want to have a family and mini me's running around. So I would love to focus on them and what they need and want and different things like that. So what particular aspect of the art process is just really drives you mad? Any tips of overcoming it? Oh yes. At the moment, it's shadows and lighting and kind of coloring too. I just kind of going through an art funk. But when it comes to shadows and lighting, it's been a struggle for some time now because I just haven't truly learned it. I've just been mimicking what others do in their art. I haven't, then I tried to learn it and it just was really boring. So I would have to say really find some teachers or some books that really keep your attention span and really learn from it and apply it in your art. Just take some time to practice it. Not necessarily you have to make something so miraculous that you have to post on social media. And that's another topic, social media. Anyway, try to do this like for yourself and don't show anyone, because then like when you post it sometimes when it's new and fresh, or maybe you want to post it, I don't know, do whatever you want. I wouldn't post it if it was my artwork, because I'm really just trying to focus this year on improving my art skills, and I don't give a flying hoot about Instagram anymore. Like, it is what it is. I did my time. I've had 2 different accounts. I had one account that got really big up there, and I'm just, I would love to delete my account. But that's another story. But I would have to say, just use references, take a class that you're interested in, and really practice what you learn so you're able to comprehend and retain what you learned so you can apply it to your artwork going forward. Last question. Some tips for new artists. Alrighty, if you are a new artist or if you just want to start fresh because it's 2021 and I feel like everyone wants to, I would have to say and stress this, it is super important to learn the fundamentals of art. Super important, and I want to stress that so hardcore here because I know personally I would be further ahead in my art skills if I would have, bit the bullet a year ago and took time out, took classes, or really took classes that I really should have not let Instagram cloud my judgment of how I want my artwork to be. Yes, it's popular to do, portraits of, pretty girls and different things like that, but that's not why I created art. Yeah, it's fun. Sometimes portraits are really fun. I like to make, but my objective is to make stories with my art, not like make children's book. I just want you to look at my artwork and be like, wow, I see a story in this, or like I'm engaged, I'm seeing a whole nother world, like I love the details, or something like that, you know what I mean? And that's what I want to create. So I'm taking the time out this year to learn perspective, to learn, anatomy, to really strip away kind of imitating what's popular and really learning the fundamentals. So that's what I would tell you. If you are a new artist out there or looking to start fresh, start fresh. This is your year to start fresh, because the person next year, then you in January, let's say January 31st, they're going to be so proud that you took the time out to learn the fundamentals, because finally you're going to be able to tell art the way you want to tell without having your skills kind of holding you back in a way. Of course, you're always going to be developing and growing as an artist, but I would have to say, seriously, everyone, seriously, it is super important to learn the fundamentals. They may be boring, it may be cringy, but trust me, someone who took the hard way and having to like restart, like people not seeing your art and different things like that, and you compare yourself to other artists and it sucks and it tears you down. So if you are a new artist, or if you're just been in the game for a while, take a break from it, step away. Instagram, they're not even paying you. You know, at least YouTube will pay me for putting this video out there eventually if I get monetized, but not YouTube, Instagram, not so much. I mean, yeah, there might be sponsorships and get your name out there, you know, different things like that. This is just my unpopular opinion, or maybe it's popular, I don't know. I'm just saying, for me personally, what I'm telling you is just explore your own voice, learn the fundamentals, take time out, and remember, why did you want to start art in the first place? Alrighty everyone, that is the end of our question and answering video for today. I really hope you enjoyed our video. Comment down below. I'm kind of vibing with this. You know, I'm new to YouTube, so I'm trying it out. I'm thinking that I want to continue making questions and answering videos, you know, probably like once a month, just to help you all out with, you know, picking my brain, and it'll kind of go under the Auna Amire Art Cafe. Basically, what's this going to consist of is us tackling different problems and situations, my advice, different questions you want to ask, different answers I'll give you. This is just time where you guys get to watch me improve my art. Lovely day. Don't forget to like, comment, and your girl needs a sub sandwich, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day or night, whatever you're living at. Bye.